Yeah, Mia.
I'm back. Go ahead and share your screen. Let's see how far you've gotten, buddy.
Yeah, I can't.
You can't share your screen?
You can't even.
What can't you? Can't you what? Share your screen, or you can't do the project that we were trying to do? Talk to me. I'll try to help you.
No, he can't see the like unmute and mute button.
Oh, so you can't see the share screen. Okay, that's okay. Have you gotten did you make any progress on our project in Scratch? Or you've been trying to figure out the mute unmute?
Yeah, I finished it.
You finished it? What do you mean you finished it? Did somebody help you?
No,
Honest truth.
nobody helped.
Nobody helped. So what does it do when you click, when you started? What does it do? Go ahead and run it. Tell me what you're doing. I wish I could see it, but we'll see it in a minute.
A cat would say, "How was your day?" to the next cat, and then the next cat would say, "Awesome."
Oh, that's what you have going?
Yeah.
All right, so you kind of misunderstood what I wanted to do. I want the cat to ask you, the user, or your sister. So it's going to ask, tell me, how was your day? And then it's going to wait for you to type something in using the ask block. You remember the ask block? If you click on sensing, click on the sensing section. You see that blue sensing? You see ask what's your name and wait? Do you see that? Ask what's your name and wait?
Oh, up there. Oh, yeah.
All right, that's what you have to use, and you have to throw it into a variable. So if you want, give that a try for another couple of minutes, but then we're out of time. So we're gonna come back to the main room and we'll do it all together in the few minutes that we have left, okay? But I'm very happy that you gave it a valiant effort. That's what it's all about, trying and experimenting. All right? See you in a minute.
How did you talk to me?
Welcome back. Welcome back to our main room. Welcome back, buddy.
Hi.
All right, so we had Oren sort of went on a different track. I think he misunderstood a little bit what we were trying to do, which is fine. It's all about experimenting. Okay, Kevin, how did you do?
The only thing I couldn't figure out how to do is how to make it ask for longer.
Ask for longer? Well, you have an ask and wait, so it should wait and ask for forever, right? It just sits there until you answer the question.
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back.
Hi. Hi.
How far did you guys get?
Very far. We added another person at the end to actually answer. My name is that guy. So.
Okay, and are you asking the user to type their name, or are you talking to each other, the two cats talking to each other like Oren's track?
It's not a cat, it's a person.
Okay, good.
Okay, so the cat says, "What's your name?" And then.
Would you like to share your screen and show us?
Okay, wait, I want to do a.
Share a screen and show us what you got, Yona, and then Kevin. And then if Oren wants, Oren can do it as well.
Okay, wait. We messed something up. Wait. Okay, never mind. We didn't. Okay, let's go. Wait.
What is your name? Oh, we were not asking for names. We wanted to know how you're feeling, but okay. What is your name?
Oh. Wait. Something's wrong. I did a mistake.
And that's okay. You have a chance to do this by the time we have our next class, because you're not going to build it up now for all of us because we're out of time. Go ahead, Kevin. Go ahead and share your screen and show us what you got. Click on the bottom, share screen.
Okay, no.
Kevin, are you able to share screen? I'm sorry, go ahead. Do that one more time, Kevin. That was my mistake. Go ahead and share your screen. Kevin, we're running out of time, buddy. Share your screen.
I did.
Oh, you did? I don't see your screen shared.
You
guys see
don't?
your screen shared? No, do it again because I unshared you. I unshared you. Go ahead and share again. Perfect. Now we see your screen. And we see ourselves also. So move us. Actually, no, that's us over here. Move us off your screen if you can. Move us like down below or make us. Do you know what I mean? Okay, good. We're good to go. Show us what you did. Show us how it works. Click on the green flag. Start over. Let's watch how it works first, and then we'll look at how you coded it. We'll look inside. So it's asking you, how are you feeling? Okay. Now you type an answer. Great. You click OK. You click check. And then the cat says, great. All right, I see what you did here. All right, so real quick, guys, I'm gonna take the screen, and this is you did great. Every one of you did great, and I love the fact that you're trying. I'm gonna take control of the screen. I'm gonna share, and I'll show you real quick in maybe in the next 5 minutes because we are over time. I'll show you more or less what you should have been doing, and then maybe you could practice doing this on your own. Okay, guys, how does that sound? Between today and Thursday, maybe you could practice on your own. So what I'm gonna do, guys.
What are you doing? What should we do now?
Guys, just watch. Mute yourselves and watch. If you have any questions, you can interrupt, but otherwise don't interrupt and watch because I want you to get this and I want you to practice it for the next session, okay? What we wanted to do is ask the player or the user how you're feeling, store that answer, and then if the answer was good, we're gonna say something in response to that, and if it's bad, we're gonna say something in response to that. So how we ask for information is in the sensing block. We're gonna ask for something and wait. We're gonna do that when a green flag is checked, right? That's most times we're gonna start our app or game when a green flag is checked. So I'm gonna add that to the top. I'm gonna take the result of the answer, what is your name, is not the question. The question is, how are you today? Okay, and I'm gonna take the result, which is stored in answer, and I'm gonna put it somewhere. Where am I gonna put it? I'm gonna put it in a bucket, like we said before, right? What is a bucket? Variables. I'm gonna create a variable, and I'm called it variable feeling, user feeling, how they're feeling today. Okay, and I'm gonna take the variable user feeling, I'm gonna set the variable user feeling to what the answer was. So I'm gonna take the set block, I'm gonna change from count to user feeling, and I'm gonna drop the answer into the 0 in place of the 0, and that's what I wanna do. I wanna set the answer. It's gonna take the answer of the question, whatever I type, it's gonna put it into the user feeling, right? And now how am I gonna respond? How is the cat going to respond based on the user's feeling, right? We want to say if the user said great, if the user said good, I'm glad to hear that. And if the user says bad, say, oh, why are you feeling so bad? How do we do that? Anyone have an idea?
Computers are home, that's how.
The way we do that, if you recall, is if then else blocks, right?
If then else, yeah.
I'm gonna put the if then, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna compare the answer that we have stored in user filling the variable, right? So I'm gonna go to operators. We didn't talk about this, but this is something that you could practice. Something is equal to something. And what is the something that we want to look at? We want to look at the user feeling, right? And what are we looking for in the user feeling? We said if the user types in the word great, right? So I'm going to put that into the if block. If user feeling is equal to great, meaning if the user feeling says great, the variable stores the word great, then we're going to say something in response. Otherwise, we're going to say something else. What do we say that we're going to say in response to the word great? We're going to say something like, wow. happy to hear that. Otherwise, we're gonna say something else, like, oh no. And now, guys, do you think this is gonna work? I guess you don't have to think, we could try it. I'm gonna click on stop, and I'm gonna click on the green flag. And now the cat says, how are you today? And if I type in bad and click, he's gonna say, oh no. And if I run it again and I click the green flag and I say great, I'm gonna get the response, wow, happy to hear that. Does everyone understand what we just did? Does anyone have any questions? I have one last question for you before we go. What happens if I type here the word good? If I type good in response, what do we expect the cat to answer?
Oh no.
Oh no. Kevin says, oh no. Yona and, I'm sorry,
Oh, no.
Judah and Roy, what do you expect to see? Judah and Roy, you expect to see what?
Like that.
If I type good, what is going to be the response? The cat's response. Roy.
I
No.
said, oh no.
Oh no. Judah, what do you say?
This is bad.
You'll say oh no or wow, happy to hear that. Those are the two options. In response to good.
Both of us say, oh no.
Both of you. And what about Oren? Oren, what do you say? Is the response going to be for good? Is going to be wow, happy to hear that, or oh no?
Oh no.
Oh no. Okay. Explain to me why. Who can explain to me why except Kevin? Because I know Kevin knows why. I'm sorry, Kevin. Ro'i, Judah, or Oren, can you explain to me why you're right, by the way? I'm going to type in good. As you can see, I typed in good, and I'm going to click check mark, and it's going to say, oh no. Why? Why is it saying oh no to the word good? I said good. Why is oh no?
It's not great. Because the computer is dumb, it says else. If it's not anything except great, then it's gonna say oh no.
Roy, was that you? Because I don't see your face. Was that you,
Yeah.
Roy?
No.
Roy, that's an excellent answer. Roy, that was an excellent answer. It's exactly why, because we're looking for the word great. And we're saying, wow, happy to hear that only for the word great. So the word good is actually going to be else. Okay? So how can we, before we go, how can we make this respond in a positive way for the word good as well? Anybody? Kevin. Yes, Kevin.
Make another block that says if user feeling equals good, then
Very good. Excellent. Another way of doing that is an if, then, else, and more else blocks, right? Which I don't think we have here in Scratch, actually. So I'm going to have another if, then, else block that's going to be nested. Guys, you remember what nested is, right? Nested means something inside of something. And I'm going to put it right inside of the first else. I'm going to put it right in here inside the first else. And I'm going to move the oh no to be here at the end. And I'm going to have another if, like you said, like Kevin suggested. I'm going to duplicate this user feeling equals great, and I'm going to change it to user feeling equals good. And now we can either say the exact same thing or say something slightly different, so we can see that we're actually looking at this different section of the code. So watch this. I'm going to say, instead of wow, happy to hear that, I'll say wonderful. And now when we run this code, if I say great, I expect to see, wow, happy to hear that, just like we saw. And we have a little bug because it says, oh no, afterwards as well, but we'll look at that in a second. And if I say good, now, it's not working. Why? When I say the word good, it's not working. Why? Does anyone see the bug?
because you have to put the second if then else in the else box.
Thank you very much. That was my mistake. That was a genius coder answer. So if the great happens, this is what happens. Else, we're going to look at another if and then else. So I'll try this again. Excellent answer. Thank you, Kevin. Great. Works as well. Happy to hear that. And good also works as wonderful. And if I say anything else, including bad, it's going to say, oh no. Obviously, if I say Kevin, it's also going to say oh no, right? So everything else goes into oh no. Does this make sense to you guys? I hope it does. So I'm going to go ahead and share these for your reference. I suggest that you look at this, practice it yourselves. Remember, you were supposed to do this in the breakout room, and you guys didn't have enough time or didn't fully understand or didn't really remember. I suggest you practice this, guys, so we can learn and go on our way together to become the genius coders that we are. All right, guys? Thank you for your time. Thank you for your genius hoodness, geniusness hood. And I'll see you on Thursday, guys. We'll look for the email for this project, okay, buddies?
Peace out, blah, blah, blah.